morning, what is up? Welcome back to my channel if you're new. My name is Brianna and welcome to a romanticizing the winter while working a 9 to 5. I woke up this morning to a wintry wonderland mix outside and all I wanted to do was first stay in bed in my pajamas all day and watch movies and cuddle up on the couch and drink hot chocolate and just do nothing. It was giving Sunday vibes, so heavy, and today is quite literally Tuesday, so definitely could not stay in bed or keep my pajamas on all day because your girly works. So hi, if you're new around here, my name is Brianna and I work a corporate 9 to 5 job Monday through Friday, and this is just welcome to my everyday chaotic life where I overshare. And I guess I'm just like, it is what it is. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I throw things off the cuff. None of this makes sense. It's just like a word vomit, but this is what it is around here on our beautiful little corner of the internet. So if you're new around here, I hope that you will stick around and subscribe down below because we have a lot of fun around here. We travel a lot. We do fun things. Back to the topic at hand, which is romanticizing the winter while working a 9 to 5. I woke up this morning and just felt really inspired to create this video for the purpose of, like I said before, I just wanted to like stay cozy all day, and I don't work for myself. I work for, obviously, of course, a company, and I work a 9 to 5, so I need to make sure that I'm working throughout the day, but also keeping my mental health and my sanity pretty high, because on days like this, not that it's gloomy, but it's just cozy vibes, and sitting at a computer working 8 hours is not the cozy vibe. So I thought we could just romanticize the day together and I could share some tips and tricks that I use and that I do throughout the day to keep myself happy and cozy and keep the vibes super high. So welcome to the video. My first few tips are, which I have in my hand, my prop in all videos, ASMR. A nice warm cup of coffee in your favorite mug or an aesthetic mug. I actually just got these. I can link them down below. They're from Target. I love this like ridging on them, and this little lip I love on them even more because I bought two and they actually stack one inside the other in the cabinet, so they're not like crooked or lopsided. They just like stack right inside the other one, and that is a dream, so that makes me super happy. But one way I romanticize working from home through the winter is a nice warm cup of coffee. Having a warm cup of coffee just makes me feel something. Like, what's that like joke on the internet where it's like, I do this to feel something? My morning cup of coffee makes me feel something. Like, I just love waking up. Sorry if that just cut out. My camera just randomly turned off while I was in the middle of recording, but making a morning cup of coffee just makes me feel something, makes me so happy. So that is tip number one. My tip number two is like dress for extreme comfort. I don't know about you, but for my personal company that I work for, I am a fully remote employee as well. It doesn't really, I don't want to say it doesn't matter because you cannot sit at your computer in your pajamas. Maybe from the waist down or on a day that you don't have a lot of meetings, like do you? I do that sometimes, but I don't really mind if we have like comfy clothes on at home. So I always wear, this is like my winter uniform per se, when it's really snowy and I'm working from home. This is what I wear every single time. I don't really wear anything else because it's almost got like that warmness feel to it, but I'll share with you why. So this is actually a Lululemon Sherpa quarter zip. I have it in white and black. Corey got me the white one for Christmas, I think 2 years ago, and it is just so warm and comfortable. It feels like you're wearing a blanket, but it still like makes me feel put together up here. So I always gravitate towards finding something and like romanticizing like comfortability and like snuggles, if you will say, at home when I'm working from home and it's a snowy, like rainy or winter day. I love wearing this because it just makes me feel like I'm wrapped in like a warm hug and a warm blanket. So I love to do that. And then the third thing I do as well, and I did it this morning, I actually slept with a hair mask in my, I had it in all day yesterday, and I do an everything shower sometimes to start the week in the morning or like on a snowy day, because I think it just brightens my spirits and it lifts me up and it makes me feel really rejuvenated and ready for the day and the week ahead. So today I took an everything shower, so washed my hair, shaved, exfoliated my face, double face cleanse, all the face products, like got my hair nice and back. I just wet the part of like this part to keep the flyaways away, and then it's just sitting in a nice little claw clip. And then either tonight or honestly probably tomorrow, I like to give my hair like the full day. When I do wash it, I don't do it right away. I just kind of let it air dry, blow dry it out, and then just wrap it up in a claw clip, just because I like to let my hair kind of breathe for the day versus putting heat on it directly after it's washed. So another way to romanticize is do that everything shower girly in the beginning of the week, because it is so nice and so comforting to put on like comfy clothes after you're freshly showered, and then you make your cup of coffee. It just makes like chef's kiss, the perfect morning. So with that, welcome to Romanticizing the Winter While Working a 9 to 5. We are gonna spend the day together. I don't know exactly what the day is gonna entail. We'll kind of see, but I do know for a fact that we're gonna talk about what I do for lunch, because not that I get this question a lot, but I feel like it's talked about on the, I feel like everything on the internet is like health, wellness, eat good, eat what you should, go off. But like, that's not me. I am like a totally different eater, and I feel like it's not, the way that I eat is not really shared on the internet. I also think, let me just put a disclaimer, you eat whatever you want, you cook whatever you want, you make whatever you want, because if people are talking to you about what you should and shouldn't be eating, like, get out of here. I think you can do whatever the flying frig you want to do when it comes to eating. Lunches, breakfast, dinner, what snacks. I eat 3 bags of chips when we're watching Suits at night, the mini bags of like the variety pack of Lay's. So you do what you want to do. But either way, this is the oversharing, chaoticness. If you're new, welcome. This is what it's like around here. I like to keep it real. So with that, I need to get to work because we are starting the workday here in the next like 5 or so minutes. So either way, welcome to the vlog. It's gonna be a fun little chaotic sharing chatty day. Also, this is my first time vlogging back in the new year. Today is January 15th, 16th? January 16th. So the videos that you saw before this were my prepping for 2024, all the Iceland travel vlogs, my goals for 2024, but I actually filmed that prepping for 2024 way back in December, and the way that the vlogs fell, I didn't have a chance to put them in order, and you guys all said you wanted to see them regardless. So either way, let's start the work day, and then we will touch base when it's time for lunch, and I'll kind of share another thing that I love to do a little bit with meal prepping. We can talk about that in like a healthy habits, like resetting goals, meal, all that kind of stuff later on. But I will say another thing that I like to do when it comes to romanticizing the winter at home, especially through my lunches and through eating. So we'll talk about that today as well. But welcome to the vlog. I'm excited to have you guys, and I will chat with you when it's lunchtime. All right, hi everyone. It is 1:54. I ended up taking a super late lunch today just because I was getting some other stuff done. However, one thing I wanted to share is one way that I romanticize just the winter when I'm working from home. And I kind of preluded this a little bit before. Also, I don't want to hear it, okay? I don't want to hear it about the tree. I'm not ready to take it down. I like the vibes. I think I might end up getting some Christmas lights and stuff to string in the office because the cozy vibes. Just a tip for romanticizing the winter. Keep your tree up until you see fit, because I want to keep mine up forever. But what I was gonna say was, during the winter especially, I like having warm lunches that are really, really hearty. I've never been like a big sandwich girl unless it's a peanut butter and fluff. I enjoy eating like chicken, rice, veg, protein, starch, veg, soup, anything that like goes in the microwave and is super, super warming is what I want to eat. So I can have both of the recipes that I kind of hybrided together for this recipe, but I'm also trying to get into a little bit of meal prep so that I don't have to also, sorry, I feel like I'm blurry and dirty. I think there's something wrong with my camera lens. I'll have to have Corey help me like clean it later. But one thing when it comes to winter is I try to meal prep, but by the middle of the week, I feel like whatever meat I'm prepping gets really dry and icky. And so I'm trying something new this week, which I'm making almost like a little makeshift taco bowl. So I'll link both of the recipes down below that I used. I used basically like a chicken, like a shredded chicken in the crock pot. I put 2 chicken breasts in the crock pot with the ingredients there, like chicken broth, a can of salsa, some spices and whatnot in there. Let that cook for 4 hours and it shreds, and it's just so juicy and so good, and it never dries out. And then I basically took some of the ingredients from a different recipe that I found on Instagram. Same thing almost, but with ground beef instead. But with my like Crohn's colitis, my stomach problems, I don't like to eat red meat every day. It's like not very good for me and my stomach particularly. So I'll show you what we've got here. I always have it with a little side of chips so that I can scoop it. These are the yellow corn scoops, or like flat circles from Trader Joe's. But we've got the shredded chicken that I made in the crock pot, some white rice with some Mexican cheese, sauteed peppers and onions, lettuce, and sour cream. So I'm going to sit at my desk, but with that, one thing that I love during winter and that I feel like helps me just romanticize the winter in general is having larger, heartier, warmer lunches. I'm also not a big breakfast person either. Maybe a banana, maybe a yogurt, maybe a piece of toast, maybe cereal, if that. Like I didn't eat breakfast this morning. I just drank a cup of coffee, which I'm trying not to drink coffee on an empty stomach, but I don't know. I prefer eating larger, lunches because I'm not a big breakfast person, and I also feel like it's just very warming and comforting. So I'm gonna take my hour lunch break now. I'm gonna watch some YouTube and just enjoy my lunch, but wanted to share a little bit about my lunch, and that's something else that I love about the winter is just hearty, warm, either like shepherd's pie leftovers or soup leftovers or warm lunches is like the way to go. Crispy. Hear the bubbles? The little bubbles. Also, that was my face was very close to the screen. But hello, it is about I think it's like 3:45, almost 4 o'clock, so I have about an hour of work left. The romanticizing the day. This is one thing that I do every single day that keeps me happy and keeps me like in good and high spirits, whether it's a Diet Coke, a hot chocolate, whatever that might be. I always give myself a treat anywhere from like 2:45 to 3:45 to push me over the remainder of the day. I was just kind of in a groove at 2:45, and then I had a meeting. It was doing some other stuff, so I didn't get up from my desk. But it is 3:45 and I still have an hour and 15 minutes left of the workday. And this is when I feel like I lose all steam. Like 2:45, 3 o'clock hits, and because today I had a meeting from 3 to 3:30, it didn't feel as tough, but right now at 3:45, that was my last meeting of the day, but I have a to-do list of things that need to get done, so I needed a pick-me-up, and my Diet Coke is gonna do just that. Sometimes during the winter as well, I'll do a nice little hot chocolate. You guys know I'm the hot chocolate queen. I love to do my hot chocolate with my half and half and my marshmallows and my whipped cream and all the things, because I feel like it just romanticizes the little things and the joy and whatnot. I also like to always have a candle lit all day in the office, and recently Corey has had his desk light on with the Christmas tree on, so I feel like the lights in there are really nice. But like I said, I think I'm gonna try to find some sort of cozy light fixture, whether that's maybe some Christmas lights and a sheer curtain or just something to put in the office, because especially during the winter working, I like to have the Christmas lights in there. Are so nice when it's like the beginning of the winter Christmas season, but from January to March it's just cold, ugly, dry, and crusty, and I could leave my tree up because I very well could, but normally I don't. I'll take it down. I think we might take it down maybe this week, honestly. We're probably gonna take it down. I have a new standing desk that I'm gonna build. I might build that in a separate vlog. I'm also just like messing with my things because now my hands are cold from my diet soda, but either way, we're trying to romanticize and enjoy the day today, and I feel like we're doing an okay job. What do we have for dinner? Or like, so what do we have on the docket for this evening? I do actually have a wedding videographer call tonight at 7. We're gonna make some dinner. I might read a little bit and just kind of chill out. I don't know, I feel like today is just like a basic mundane day, but just trying to romanticize while it's like cold and crusty and gloomy and snowy. And it was really pretty now, like really pretty this morning, but now that it's a little bit later in the day, it's not as pretty. Like the roads are a little slushy and the grass is like smushy and it's not as pretty. But let's finish out this workday because I'm ready for it to almost be done. And Corey and I are filming a podcast episode tonight. Yay, fingers crossed that I can get that episode like all categorized out. We'll probably do that maybe after the videographer call. Tonight's gonna kind of be like a little bit of a busy night because I want to edit a vlog too. So I don't know, my brain feels a little chaotic and a little bit scattered, but cheers, let's go finish out this work day, and I will see you at the end of the day. Okay, hi everyone. It is, I think it's close to like 8 o'clock. Sorry, my face is super close. I'm touching actually 8 o'clock right on the nose. I just touched my Apple Watch because I didn't have it on today. But we had a nice little evening. Corey and I finished work up about 5 o'clock, and I cooked dinner. One thing I love doing on snowy, really kind of like dreary, cozy winter days is cooking like a hearty or just like warm meal. Like instead of doing takeout, I actually like to cook because I find that it's just like a warm, cozy way to get the kitchen all nice and warm. So we made chicken in the air fryer with some green beans and rice, and it was so good, like the perfect thing. Also, sorry if the camera's like kind of crooked. I think I'm like in need of a new tripod soon because I feel like mine kind of goes to the side a little bit. So we did that, and then at 7 o'clock we had a call with a wedding videographer, which we're 100% gonna go with them. I'm gonna do wedding series part 3 in February. I'm gonna try to do 1 wedding episode per month depending on what the new year looks like. So I'm very excited for that. So I'm gonna save all the details for our wedding videographer until that video, but we just had a call with them for about 45 minutes. Absolutely love them. 100% will be working with them. They made me feel really heard, which I feel like a lot of videographers that I work with did not. But again, I'm getting into all the like nuts and bolts of it. I'll talk about wedding videographer and wedding planning in a separate video. But one thing that I like to do now is I'm actually gonna cozy up on the couch. My mom and I are watching Suits probably for the rest of the evening, or at least a little bit. We have about 30 minutes left in our episode, so we're probably gonna finish that together. And I'm gonna make a nice little drinkity drink. I think I'm gonna pour a vitamin water into one of my new anthropology glasses. I know romanticizing is like drinking a regular base drink out of a fun glass. That to me is romanticizing. Also, this is my second Christmas tree that's up. I don't want to talk about it. It's gonna come down this weekend. I love it. I want to enjoy it, and I wasn't ready for her to go down yet. I'm gonna go and do that, and then I am gonna edit for about an hour. I have a vlog that I really want to get up tomorrow, but I don't know if that's gonna be the case. I feel like it's so hard to like balance my 9 to 5 and spending time with Corey and spending time with my mom and cooking and wedding planning and content creation. Like, it's just like a lot going on in my brain. So we'll see if that video can get uploaded tomorrow. And then we were going to do a podcast tonight. So another tip that I have for romanticizing the winter while working a 9 to 5 is give yourself something to look forward to at night. It will push you through the workday. My 2 things were the wedding call with the videographer, and we were going to record the podcast, but our call went in a little bit late, and Corey really wants to do a Lego, and my brain is just a little bit scattered. So I was really excited about it, but instead we're gonna record it first thing in the morning and get that episode up tomorrow afternoon. So very excited about that, but I'm gonna go sit on the couch now because now it is time to chill out, relax, watch some Suits, and then we are going to, I'll probably edit like I said, and then I'm going to get in bed and read one of my books. I can share with you what I'm currently reading. I haven't picked up my book in about probably almost 2 weeks since I got back from Iceland because we've just had a lot going on and I haven't had time to read or pick up my Kindle, but we are gonna read tonight. So I'm gonna go sit on the couch for a little bit, make a little beveragino, and by that I mean pour a Costco branded vitamin water into my fun glass, finish my episode of Suits, and edit some vlogs.